Hello and welcome to Make It Rain, the Smash Bros show hosted by Rain. I'm your host for the show, GP, and you're here with my co-host, Professor Pro.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we're here with our guest for this show, the third member of the Smash Rain team, Willz.
You right, guys?
Right. Now on the show we'll be talking about, of course, Smash 4 coming out, tournaments that are coming up, as well as there was a general Q&A for our guest for this show. Now, Willz, of course, you've been brought on board as the potential for Rain,
The
as
potential.
the guy who will eventually become a top player with a lot of work being put in.
That's the plan, man.
Yeah, how do you feel? Do you think that's a bit of too much weight on your shoulders? Or do you think you can do that?
No, not at all, man. It's like I just need to keep playing and progressing myself. Like since coming onto Rain, I've been playing a lot better than what I did before. Say 2 years ago, two years ago, I wasn't even making bracket in London. Like I'd drown in pools every time. And then since coming under Rain, I've actually made it through pools like nearly every time. Actually, no, every time, yeah, since coming under Rain. And I've been getting in like the top 8 or at least near to it. So since coming under Rain, I think I'm progressing so much more. So maybe I am the potential, man.
Yeah,
Going up.
I feel like people are starting to respect Willz a bit more in the scene, which is
Yeah,
like,
no one respected me as like 2 years ago.
it's kind of funny to see. Like, I think people are a bit more scared when they see their name next to Willz in the bracket, and it's pretty good. I like to see that kind of stuff in the scene. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Now, of course, you're the only member of this team who actually plays all three of the primary Smash games, which being Brawl, Melee, and Project M. Would you like to give a bit of an introduction to the viewers about yourself, like who your main, what your best results have been, etc., etc.
Well, yeah, it was like I came on. Well, I entered the scene primarily as a Brawl player, like about 4 years ago. Actually, no, about 6 years ago. Actually, I started playing Brawl, and then I originally started playing Meta Knight and Snake, which has sort of stuck throughout the whole of my Brawl career. But I picked up Melee about 4 years ago, but only started playing it competitively, like, well, really seriously in about the past year, really. And with PM as well, I picked that up back in around December of last year. So I haven't been playing it very long, but I play Falcon in both Melee and PM.
Okay. Okay. Now, speaking of Falcon, we had a question asked for you. What do you think about Captain Falcon in Melee and Project M? Do you think he's good enough to win like a reasonably sized tournament with, or do you think he's a bit not quite, doesn't quite cut the mustard?
Well, in Melee, like Falcon has some good matchups with quite a lot of the higher characters. So like I don't find many matchups like in Melee quite hard, unless it's like some really good fox like this guy Prof. But it's like in PM he has so many lame matchups that I can't deal with. Say like with Kirby R23, that guy. It's like I've lost to him as well, but it's just matchups like that I can't deal with them, and I don't know how to get around them as Falcon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that yeah, that's just like I don't know. All PM, all kind of think that he gets destroyed a lot like PM. He does the delay, but I play him too much. But he doesn't seem that bad to me. His foul kick is like way better in PM than it is. It's actually like a solid move that you could just throw out spam. I've seen you spam it a few times, Wills.
What moves that?
Say again?
What moves that? I didn't hear you, man.
Falcon kick.
Oh, Falcon Kick's godly in that game. It's like I catch so many people off guard with it. Even when I was playing Ice, like I played him in a couple of friendlies. It's like his Falcon is better than mine in PM. But even then, I noticed that he wasn't using the Falcon Kick like whatsoever. So I'd bring it out and I get the kill, and it works, man. People should utilize it more.
What have they changed about the Falcon kick in Project M? Because from what I can
Kill,
gather
man.
from Captain Falcon, it's not changed all that much.
No, it's a kill move, man.
Yeah. I think it has a slightly less end lag as well. So it's hard to punish at the end.
It's like it's Falcon Kick's a lot better to use as like predicting, say, a roll or something. That's why I use it, because I can use it to tech chase as well, pretty much as well.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good.
In Melee, it leave me wide open with the resulting end lag on it, so it looks dumb. So in PM, it's a good move to use.
Okay, good stuff. Do you think all of these bad matchups you're saying about, like Kirby, do you think that's because it's a new game and you don't quite know what everyone's tools are yet, or do you think it's legitimately difficult for Falcon to deal with these?
Mm, yeah, I say it's more or less like we're so early in the meta game of PM, like, and the fact that PM keeps changing with every iteration of its like game as well. It's like the matchups change, the characters change, so it's hard to say like whether like it's more down to the matchup or just the characters.
I personally feel it's more down to the character because I feel Kirby's dumb. I still got Kirby
Kirby's
felt.
definitely dumb. That when Kirby crouches, man, you cannot hit him with anything. You can't grab him, and I know you struggled with it. You can't do anything.
I still got Kirby Salt. Still
Kirby
salty.
Salt, man.
Still.
No, but I won't take anything away from R23, man. He's a good player.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Is this a bad time to mention I'm going to start maining Kirby in Project M?
Are you
Oh wait,
really?
you Rain.
Oh dear, no, I am actually. I'm dropping Game and Watch,
Bad character.
but beyond that, I mean, Will's, of course, because like I said earlier, you play all three of the Smash games. What is your focus as far as Smash is concerned? Like, we know you want to become the best Smasher in all three games. That's the end game goal. But Which ones are you working on the most? Are you working on them equally? I mean, do you practice one game more than the other?
Well, like because I'm here, like I mainly practice melee and PM because in the Midlands region there's like no brawlers. I know we've got like Cows as an Anarchy, but they're quite high up, and even they're not very active. So like I mainly focus on melee and PM. More so PM because like I practice with Laura quite a lot. So
She doesn't like melee, no.
no, she's not into melee.
Uh,
It's she plays Zero Suit Samus. It's only in PM. So
that's because PM's the better game.
Pull out.
now melee's the one you want to get the best at. I feel like PM is like a good introduction to melee. That's the way I see it, and I think playing PM alongside melee has helped like my Falcon get a lot better.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the
To be
that's
honest,
that's
I
it.
feel like if you're a top player in PM, you can. If no, if you're a top player in melee, you can be a top player in PM. But if you're a top player in PM, you can't be a top player in melee. I don't feel like I feel like melee teaches you better fundamentals overall, like than PM does. Because a lot of the stuff, like it's the characters kind of like hold a lot of people's hands in certain ways, and then like when they if they were to go to melee, they'll just get like bopped and destroyed. And the only reason why I feel like some melee people get destroyed by PM people is because they don't understand the character enough. But if they were to if knowledge was on an equal playing field, the melee player would come out superior most of the time, unless you're playing against some BS character like 2.5 Sonic or some stupidness
Yeah.
like that. But yeah,
2.1 Ike, anyone?
but unless you're playing against some stupidness, I feel like melee just melee fundamentals push you further than PM will, like fundamental wise.
Right.
I feel like say when I play PM, it's like the stuff that I do with Falcon is easier to do in PM than it is in melee.
Yeah.
It's like everything just flows so much better, combos, everything. It's just easy.
Mm.
And it's like when I try and replicate that in melee, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's harder. It's harder in melee. It's harder. It's like
Yeah, it definitely feels easier to do things in Project M than it does in Melee.
yeah.
Right. Speaking of Project M and Prof talking about Melee giving you the fundamentals needed for Project M. There's a certain person who started on Project M who Prof's got quite a bit of beef with. Now, I've been doing this every show, and I'm going to continue doing it every show. Well, you of course know all about the Rolex versus Professor Pro money match that's going to be happening at SKTA.
Yep.
Everyone who helped fund that, 812 Hertz Gaming, they're very helpful. Katara very helpful. Rain, of course, in the entire and the Clash tournaments as well. But my question to you was, what do you think is going to happen with that money match? Give us a scoreline.
Well, I think obviously it's going to go one way and Prof's going to win it, man. That's the way it's going to go. You can't get behind Rolex. If you look at all the people that are getting behind the whole money match, getting involved in the hype, no one's saying Rolex is going to win. And like
Yeah.
people are putting money on Prof to win. That says it all. Like no one's putting money on Rolex to win because no one believes in him.
Yeah, even the cat, and the cat's quite a popular ruler, and but he said on Smashboard, "I'm sorry, Rolex, I want you to win, but he was like, I want you to win, but I don't think you're going to. My money's on Prof." It's just like
Yeah,
people who want him to win, saying, "Yeah, I want you to win, but I don't think you're gonna win."
exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
how it is.
So,
He's got no chance, man. He's got no chance.
so would you put money on it given the chance?
Yeah, I'll put money on it, but no one's gonna bet against me, are they? So
It's true. It's true that if you know, Vincent's put like $1,000 on it, and no one's putting money up against him. So it's just like it's too hard to find people willing to put money up against him, like for him. I mean, so but the reason why I feel like I'm gonna destroy him is because like from watching his videos, you can tell like he doesn't have good fundamentals. Like
mm,
he started off in PM, which is I'm looking at him and I'm just like your fundamentals aren't even there. The only reason why you get away with what you get away with is because people don't understand how to play against your character. But I play that character, so that's not gonna work against me. So you can't throw me off with anything. I feel like I'm better than him. I have better fundamentals than him. And as long as it's best of seven, like I'm gonna adapt way faster than he's ever gonna adapt. So his fundamentals aren't there. He's gonna get boxed. He's gonna get. That's why I think I'm gonna 4-0 him or 4-1 him. But if I drop a game, I've lost in my eyes.
Oh,
Like
won't happen, man.
damn.
The way I see it though as well, it's like I think in America there's like no snake players. Like Rolex is the only one that's notable, and it's like say all of us here, like we've got experience against you, Prof. So I think most of the people here could probably take a game or two off him as well.
seriously, Alpha Dash who's going with me wants to money match him like $50, like because he knows Alpha Dash would destroy him because he
Mm.
plays against me all the time, yeah, and sometimes even I struggle with, and he plays characters that I don't think that Rolex would be that experienced in, so I feel like the experience would be on the other foot, like. He mostly gets away with people not being experienced, but this time it will be the other way around. Like when he plays Alpha Death, I think that Dash should destroy him. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I really want Alpha Dash to manage him, but I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna do it before, like because if he does it before, let's say if he does it before and Alpha Dash bops him like and
Mm.
destroys him, then the hype's kind of dead for our money match, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like you already lost to someone who I would consider that's worse than me. Sorry, Alpha Dash. But so like, why am I playing you? But if I don't think once I beat him, he's not gonna money match him afterwards because he's gonna be too salty. He's gonna be super salty once I destroy him. But yeah, that's how I feel that's gonna go down.
Okay. Seriously though, on the topic of the money match, and I want both of your guys' inputs on this. Don't you think that the Snake Ditto matchup is going to be really weird?
The
Because
snake match.
both
Yeah,
characters, Snake is going to be really dodgy because both characters
I've never seen it before.
I,
Like snake
I,
versus
I
snake.
don't think people realize, but like I never ever go into like matches completely inexperienced. I played against I played the match up quite a bit. I already know what it is like basically. So it's not gonna. Well, for me, it's not weird because I've already played it, so I know what it's like. And I played against different snakes just for the experience and knowing what to do. So to me, it's not gonna feel weird because I know my character. It might seem weird to other people, but not to me. So.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was looking at it and it seems like both characters, both characters. That Snake is designed around putting stuff down in order to make sure the opponent can't move around, which is why he bops
Yeah,
Snake.
it's a
Sonic
huge
so
part of
bad.
his gameplay. Yeah,
But I
but
mean, if you already know the matchup, then you obviously don't want to
yeah,
share.
I know how to be super lame in that match. I'm gonna play so lame against him, and just annoy him, and just like I wanna at least three/4 stock in one game we play.
Wanna do
Like
it.
I'm not even
Every
lying.
game, man. Every game.
Yeah, that's what I wanna do that because I don't want there to be any questions at the end. I don't want people saying that was close. It could go either way. I want people saying you got absolutely destroyed. What were you thinking taking this money match? And then the first thing I'm gonna do as soon as I destroy him is go on Twitter and say, please change your bio because his bio says best project M Snake outside of make believe. That's what his bio says on Twitter. So as soon as I bop him, I'm gonna say, please change your bio. That's my
Oh,
plan.
days. You should perhaps put up a sponsorship thing saying people will give me an extra $5 for every 4 stock I make.
I want a free 4 stock. It won't be easy though, but
I'll bet money on you
that's
four
my
stuck in
plan.
at least one game, man.
Say again.
I'll put money on you four stuck in him at least in one game.
4 stock is hard though, like because I can.
Ah,
Cause
man,
I
you
have
can do it.
free. I would say 3 or 4 stock, but 4 stock might be because I
Or you
can
can
get.
go for a JV5.
Oh my god. All right.
That's my
Anyway,
plan.
while we're discussing Project M as a whole, most people have sort of looked at Project M as kind of like the true sequel to Melee, as in because Brawl was like a huge deviation, and Melee and Project M kind of went down that route. It's kind of seen as the sequel to the Smash series, but onto the real sequel, Smash 4. We haven't really spoken about this on this show yet, but I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on Smash 4 because we've seen the trailers, we've seen what they've done. Is there anything you like or don't like what you've seen about the entire game so far?
Well,
Uh,
I still think it still looks very similar to Brawl. There isn't much deviation away from like the whole Brawl engine kind of thing. It still looks very similar to me. It's like some characters say like Little Mac, they look pretty damn cool to play, but it still doesn't look much different.
yeah, I would say I guess it would be interesting if it was just if it was still Brawl physics and had more hits done, then it could be a bit more interesting, I guess, because there would be like some decent combos. Like I hope it would be more balanced, but I know like they're not really built around making balanced characters. They're just more fun. But those are some of the things that I would hope. It's kind of hard to tell from what it's gonna be like because they make a lot of like cinematic stuff. Like you can't really tell like what the gameplay is actually like. Like they might just show someone throwing out a move or something, but it's too hard. It's too hard to make a concrete decision like at this moment.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, the biggest thing that concerns me about the whole game currently is the fact that we're currently not going to be able to use GameCube controllers on that console.
The thing is, the Pro controller doesn't look too bad. I hadn't actually had like a chance to be hands-on with it, but the Pro controller doesn't look that bad.
No, I've tried using the Pro controller, and it's always a little bit. It feels too weird. I mean, I'd probably get used to it eventually, but it just feels off.
But
Um,
another a problem that I can see arising though, it's like because that's wireless as well, isn't it?
yeah, it
Yeah,
all
so all this lag and stuff that's going to be going on. It's going to be a bit. I don't know. It'd be weird to see how tournaments are with Smash 4
yeah.
Yeah.
because I don't know how they're even going to be ran. That's the
I don't
thing.
even know how what the rule set's gonna be at the beginning. Like, like is it gonna be 3, 4 stock? Like, it's gonna be kind of funny who like how the rule set starts off at the beginning and who
I think
takes
we
them.
should wait till the game comes out, Prof. We don't even know all the characters in it first,
Yeah,
you know?
no, I'm talking about not now. I'm talking about what like when the game is out. Like, how quick
Yeah.
will a rule set like be made? How do you know how quick a tier list was made for Brawl? Do you have any idea?
Brawl Tier List was made about half, like the
Yeah,
first
it's about 6 months in. 6 months, I
6 months in.
think.
Yeah. However, it was incredibly wrong.
Who was top?
Well, Meta Knight was top, obviously, but there were other hilarious things like Zelda, now the second worst in the game, was placed above Olimar, who is now the fourth best in game.
Yeah, yeah. How it
A
goes,
lot
man.
of dodgy
Pretty bad.
placement. So, so same deal with the Project M tier list. That's just the prelim tier list we've just made. But we've already discussed that. We'll leave that. So of course, when it comes to Smash 4, I mean, are you guys both excited for it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Prof, I think you might be like once bitten, twice shy on this topic because you were probably excited for Brawl when it first came out.
Yeah, I was extremely excited. I was on that website every single day looking at the updates, checking all of the updates, getting upset when I saw stupid trophy updates or some stupidness. Like when I wanted to see some real information. I'm pretty sure everyone felt that when they were getting the worst updates, and it's just like, give me some real information. This time around, I haven't even been. I never look at the website. I don't even pay attention. The only reason I find out about updates is because people post them on Facebook. I'm ignoring it on purpose because I don't trust Nintendo. They've lost my trust.
Don't trust them anymore. But are both of you excited for the new game? That's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, because people like characters like say Little Mac, they look actually quite fun to play. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's Brawl 2.0. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Well, I've like noted down a whole bunch of things about the game that look different. So yeah, I'm gonna end up doing that.
And I actually have to purchase a Wii U to get it. So
That as well.
I've actually got money saved away to buy it when I need to. But
see, you're just buying a console to get Smash 4. That's it. There's
Yeah.
no other games on it. No games. See, I got a PS4 the other day. That's got games. Wii U, no, ain't got no games, man.
I'm not buying a Wii U. I'm buying a Smash Bros. 4 player.
Smash Bros. 4 player.
Yeah.
It's its own console.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I asked this. I'm fairly sure I asked this question last week, but I'm gonna do it again because we've now got the three of us who are the main Smash section for Rain. But of course, like Team Liquid have been doing a lot of work lately surrounding Korean DJ and Ken when it comes to esports. Do you think this is the general movement of like esports into Smash? Do you think we're going to start seeing more organisations like Rain have in the UK start coming along and snapping up players who are higher level? And do you particularly see this happening in the UK?
Oh, definitely. It's like Rain's just the start of it, man. Especially in Europe. I don't know if there's any other organizations in Europe as a whole, but like the way I see it, Rain's the start of it, and with Smash getting as much exposure as it is now with the documentary, with Team Liquid, all this kind of stuff, man. It's just raising Smash's profile. So Smash is going to be big soon, man. If not already.
I can't see any other. To be honest, I can't see any other companies or sponsors like joining in precisely the UK. Like I think I can't really.
I think it'll be more Europe based.
Yeah, more Europe based. Like it's funny enough, people have been saying they wanna. Two people have told me so far that they want to prove themselves so they can join Rain. It's just kind of funny when I heard that. Some people do actually in the UK want to join Rain, which is kind of interesting. But I personally can't see any other sponsorships getting involved. I think Rain's got a good like hold and interest of the UK Smash community, which I think is good anyway. So it would be good if like a lot of the UK people ended up building up their profiles to the point that we were kind of all under one team. So it would be pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do a bit of theory crafting here on the basis of Rain. You said, of course, European based. So if Rain was to bring on, say, I mean, you can say as many as you want, but say they were going to bring on another player.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a melee player or someone based around that area.
Yeah.
Think out all of Europe. Can't be someone who's already sponsored, by the way. Who do you think out of all of Europe they would be bringing on if they were to decide to pick up another person?
Is Ice sponsored?
Ice. Yeah. See, so say the same as me, Ice.
Yeah, same here
Because
actually.
he knows how to manage. Because he's a cool guy. He's actually super cool. Like he knows how to manage himself. He's not an idiot, and he's actually amazing. Like in terms of Smash. So if it was anyone, it would be Ice. Because he's like third in Europe or something. So it would have to be Ice. So.
Yeah, believe it goes Armada, Leffen, and Ice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Leffen Armada Ice.
If there was to be any other players as well, it's like there are some like proper rising stars in Europe as a whole, like Tech, for instance. He's really good now. Like he took a set off you, man.
Yeah, but I beat him.
You beat him. You got your salty run back, man.
Yeah, I beat him.
Tech is really good. Like I've known the guy for years. Like we used to play Brawl, and then he just suddenly switched over to Melee, and now he's a top player. So he is someone that should be like one of the top players in Europe. I can see him being top 3 soon, because he was going so even with like Charles as well, fuzziness that is. He was going really close with him as well.
I know it should be top 3. Like that might be.
It's possible, man.
They're still over Triforce. They're still over Triforce and a few other people that I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see though.
Okay,
We'll see.
top five then. Top
Yeah,
five.
maybe top five, not top. I don't think top three.
Top
I
five.
don't think
So
because
Ice and
top
Tech.
three would have to be better than Ice, Leffen, and Nomada, and I can't see him. You have to be better than one of them. So, but top five is doable, I think.
I don't know. Maybe if we have another evidence.zip, like they won't have to worry about Leffen.
Kick him out the whole community, man.
Yeah,
The whole European community ain't welcome.
the entire community. So of course, so in our theory crafted perfect rain, Ice and Tech would be the next two guys on board.
Yeah, if it was to do similar to say like me and Prof, like Prof's the already established guy, and then the potential, that's the way I see it.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Sounds about right. Now, of course, speaking of like you were just talking about a European top three being Armada, Ice, and Leffen.
Mm.
And you sort of see like top groups of people forming for like each in each community for each game. What sort of like who do you see gathering at the top of Project M in the UK and even in Europe actually? Who do you see being like the guys that are going to be near the top and stay near the top as the metagame progresses?
Prof.
Right, you go first. You go first.
Right. Well, I see like Prof. Like at the minute, I don't know who I'd say at the minute really. Like Prof's obviously first. He's the top guy.
Yeah.
Then probably Charles or like Vazinos or Jolteon. Like those two guys are really good. But there's always like new players coming up, or well, players getting better. So like Slurpy's doing well. Anarchy, like that was his first tourney and he beat Jolteon. Like the guy's pretty good. And even myself. So
Well, you came fourth at Eden.
you up?
You came fourth at Edentines, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I came fourth. It's like I've beaten some players like VA, the Lust, like they're all really good at PM, but I need to take out the established people now.
All right, so you're planning on working yourself into those top couple of spots then.
Yeah, I've come close like quite a few times now already. It's like even at Smash Ain't Dead, I think I would have got at least top five, but I had to leave. That was the only issue.
Really? I never knew that.
What?
I never knew you had to leave.
Yeah, I never lost. I lost to R23 in winners, and then I had to leave. Like, I got to top
Uh,
16, and then I left. Because
So
I
hold
thought,
on, hold on. You both lost to R23 at some point,
yeah,
but you didn't put him in the established bit at the top.
yeah, he'll make his way.
no one. I lost the R23, but everyone needs to understand that when I adapted, I bodied him. I absolutely bodied him. So so even though I lost, when I actually adapted, I absolutely destroyed him. I free stocked him, then two stocked, then free stocked, and he knew it was over. He'll never ever take a set off me ever again. He'll never even take a game off of me ever again. So.
To be honest, I felt quite bad losing to him, but because you lost him as well, Prof, it doesn't feel very bad now. Okay.
It's funny. I can still hear the salt in your voice when you said I bodied him, like convincing yourself. It was a bit.
I'm still salty. I'm still salty.
Anyway, Prof. What about your top three, top five, etc.? And you are allowed to say yourself, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't think anyone in the UK is ever gonna. No offense, but I just think no one's ever gonna be better than me in PM. I'm sorry. I won't even allow it. Fuzzy's too switchy character, if that's a word. But yeah, Fuzzy Jolteon is okay. Like Jolteon's pretty good, and then. After that, you could say Alpha Dash, but he keeps on switching character, and he's switching main again. Like he's just
And
kind
who's playing now?
of Link now.
As long
So
as you ain't playing Warrior, man.
yeah, he's switching to Link now. So just switching mains again. He's just doing Alpha Dash stuff. So it's hard to say where he is. Uh, what's that? What's the Zero Suit Samus player that beat Fuzzy that time? What's his name again?
Slurpee.
Yeah,
Slurpee.
Slurpee. Slurpee's pretty good, but I haven't seen him play enough. Along with Ant Ant
Ico.
who's Fishy
Okay.
Corn, yeah, Fishy Corn or Ico. So it's hard to say. I kind of want to see everyone at a tournament like just one more time, just to see one more performance of how everyone does against everyone, for me to have a better idea of where people are in the UK, because I don't know how, like, it's I know how people play against me, but I don't know how they play against other people. So, and that's the important part, because at the end of the day, you can do decent against me, but get destroyed by other people. Like, for example, R23, he beat me in one set, and then he got destroyed by Beta, and I just like, so it's hard to say. Like, sometimes you need to see how people do against other people. But yeah, I just want to see one more event of how people do, and then I'll be able to make a better list of who I think are the next top PM people.
Okay, now speaking of the next event, this weekend we actually have 2 tournaments going on. But I believe we might have 3 actually, because someone contacted me earlier today. We have, of course, we have our Midlands tournament, which Willz is attending, and you say you reckon you're going to clean sweep the entire event?
That's the plan.
You're going to come first and everything.
It's like there are some good players in the Midlands now. It's like the Midlands, like as a whole, has gone up like so much. Like I feel like people such as like my fellow LC crew member like Brado, like Cowsum, and then there's like people like Cone and Blood Bowler. Those people are coming up, especially, and Jin as well. Like Jin and Hao, like they're 2 really good players.
Yeah, Jin is so random. I was like, where did this good guy come from? It was so random.
He's only been to like a couple of tourneys, man, but
Yeah,
like he's coming around mine later to play some friendlies. I need to play him. Like,
yeah. Tell him I said he's good.
alright.
That confidence booster. But now, then we also have I believe, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the Manchester Monthly Mashup. I probably got that name wrong, but they're also hosting a tournament which will have the names which you said, Prof, which are upcoming threats, Slurpee and Fish Eat
Yeah.
Corn, as well as several others. I think those 2 are probably going to be top 2, and there'll be for those of you who are interested, there'll be a hype regional crew battle between Southampton and Manchester for Project M. So that'll be interesting to see.
I was meant to go to that, but I got there was I didn't enter the pre-reg in time, and I was salty. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But and finally we have there's going to be a Smash Fest in London, I believe, hosted by
Yeah.
Dijin or I can't remember how do you say his name? Is it Jin? Is it Jin as well?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know where we're going. It's Alpha Dash was just like, we're going to a big Smash Fest, and I'm
Okay,
like, yeah,
said they're going to be doing a tournament there as well.
yeah.
So there's 3 tournaments in one weekend. So if you're not attending either of them, you should probably keep an eye out more, because there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment. But there'll be streams up for them, so you should probably watch them, because they'll be good to watch. Right. We also have the Smash and Dash, which is our next national tournament coming up next Saturday. Be sure to tune in for that. We've got 70 people confirmed for that as of this recording. So it'll be good to see what's going on there. As for the next national, what are your 2? What are the aims for placements from you 2?
First, everything first, just first,
Even Brawl, man.
except for that. But yeah, just first. I want to place first in everything that I enter.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to try and do as well. Like top placements. That's what I'm aiming for. It's like first, like if I'm honest, it's a bit out of reach right now, but I'm building towards that, and I think I will get there in given time. So
So we're going to see an all-rain grand finals at one point eventually.
that
That'd
yeah,
be
one day,
hype.
one
One
day.
day, all-rain grand finals. That'd be good to see. Right. I think this is about all we've got time for today. Thanks very much, Will, for coming and joining us on the show.
Cheers, guys.
All right, and thanks for being my co-host, Prof, and thanks to you guys for viewing it. Please tune in next week, where we'll have a special guest who is part of the Project M backroom and part of the team who actually create it. So that'll be an interesting conversation. It'll be good to pick the brain of a Project M pro. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week.
Cheers, guys.
See you, man.